Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here with us today. My name is Monique Carlisle, and I am the Business Optimization and Automation Specialist here at MidasWeb. And we come on every day at 12 noon Central to talk about business. We go over some business tips, tricks, strategies, things that you can implement today to help scale and grow your business. Then we take that wonderful strategy and we utilize AI tools to process them, to fulfill them, to create whatever it is that we need to create. Then we take all of that wonderful work that we've done and then we implement it with our automation system. So here at MidasWeb, we utilize the HighLevel system, and it is an amazing platform that really helps scale your business and put a lot of your day-to-day tasks on autopilot. So we're going to see how to utilize HighLevel, and if we can support you in your use, please do contact us below. Immediately following our training today, we're going to be jumping into our Zoom room and hosting open office hours where you can come in and ask your questions, get some feedback, be a sounding board, strategize, anything you need to help grow your business. We are available for you. We can talk about AI, we can talk about your current system tools, we can talk about the HighLevel system if you're utilizing it or you have questions about it. So click the link below and grab that registration link and head over to the Zoom room right after today's training. So today we are continuing our conversation about the customer journey. Previously, we talked about awareness, which is the first step. They don't know your business exists, and so you need to make them aware. Let them know you're out there, you have products and services that can benefit them. The next step is the evaluation phase. So once they know that you exist, they're going to want to find out, do you deserve their time, their energy, their money? They are evaluating your business for a couple of different things. Are you who you say you are? How long have you been in business? Do you know your stuff? All of those things, they're looking to see what you're offering and whether it is a good value for what they're looking for. They're going to be looking, they're going to be looking for things like testimonials. They're going to want to know if your online presence is consistent. That means your Google My Business, your Facebook, your website. Do they all kind of match and say the same name, the same logo, the same phone number? They're looking to see that consistency. They're going to be looking at your expertise as well. They're going to be looking primarily at your social media and your website for that expertise. Are you posting relevant content? Are you giving back and demonstrating that you're an expert? They're going to be looking at your website for things like blog posts or videos, bios, so your own certifications. They're looking to evaluate that you are who you say you are and you are worth them investing in you. So when clients come to you, they're investing in your business. They're spending their hard-earned money, sometimes their time and their energy to acquire your products and services to make their lives better. So they want to make sure that they're spending their time, money, and energy in good places. Another great way that you probably do already that people are going to evaluate you is you. They're going to call you. They're going to text your business. They're going to email your business. They're going to want to have conversations with you. Are you well-versed in your own industry? Many times, yes. But if you aren't able to communicate that in effective ways, then the potential client is going to see that, and that could hurt your evaluation. So be very, very comfortable and passionate about what you do and what you have to offer potential clients. We're going to jump into our nail health tips, nail health company. We talked about the tips yesterday when we looked at all the different things we could offer to show our expertise. We're talking about a nail salon industry this week. And today we're going to be talking about evaluation. How do you evaluate a company and present that? And what we're focusing on very specifically is providing information, making sure that what the client wants to know is what you're providing. And we're going to use an amazing tool that I love to utilize called AnswerThePublic.com. So without further ado, we're going to jump into that. I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to hop over to AnswerThePublic.com. This tool scrapes Google, Bing, YouTube, TikTok, and Amazon, so all the major search engines for your industry. When you register for free, you do get 3 daily searches, and it keeps a record of your searches. So this is a great way to do some very core research on your industry. So we're going to find out what is, let's see, do we want to say nail health, or let's start with nail health. We have 3. So let's put nail health and see what people are Googling about their nails. All right, it's going to do its search, and then it says there are 17 key questions about nail health. So you would just put in either your industry, maybe put in Salon, or you put in anything just related to your industry. And what you're going to get is this wheel of questions. And there's a lot of information here. You can dig into all of the metrics, but we're going to focus right here. So highly searched would be this darker orange all the way through that lighter color, which is the lower search. So I'm going to zoom in, and a key question is, can nail polish cause health problems? Which means you need to write a blog or an FAQ about this topic. Can nail fungus cause health problems? That is another great question. And again, you could write an article about it. So this gives you an insight into what the general public is searching and trying to learn in order to prove that where they're going is a reputable company that they should spend money on. So you can go through all of these questions, decide the ones you want, and write a blog. We've done blogs through ChatGPT in a prior training, so we're not focusing on that today. We're going to focus on implementing kind of this FAQ questions into your website, which is super easy. So I'm going to come over here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use ChatGPT to answer these questions. So let's start here. We are back in our nail health tips conversation. So as a reminder, this conversation is having our ChatGPT as an expert nail technician. Because I want these FAQs answered by a nail technician, we're going to use the same chat. If we were going to be designing a website, we would need a website expert, which would be a new chat. So be very conscientious about which role you have asked the GPT to be within your conversations. So we're going to keep with this nail technician expert, and we're going to ask one of these questions. Can nail fungus cause health problems? So first I'm going to give it its task. We don't need to give it its role again because it's the same role. And we're just going to say, help me develop an FAQ section for my website. I would like to answer the following questions. And here's where you're going to list your questions. You can copy these, you can come up with your own. So we're just going to pick a couple. Can nail fungus cause health problems? Can nail polish cause health problems? And let's do one more. What vitamins for nail health? What does nail fungus affect your health? Can nail polish, let's say, nail polish, what does it say? Nail polish cause health issues. Cause health issues. And the third question, what vitamins are good for Now, you can actually tell ChatGPT to develop your FAQ. So if you wanted to skip this and go straight to ChatGPT, you can, but that doesn't give you any data on what the public really wants. So this is a nice, clear way to see what is the public searching when it comes to your industry. So it's giving me all of these wonderful answers, and they're a little long for an FAQ. So I'm going to tell GPT to make it a little shorter. These are great, but a little too long. And you shorten each of them, please. Always be kind. All right, and now we're going to come over, we're going to let that finish. That's much better. And we're going to implement our FAQ. So we're going to go back to our website. So to get to your website, you're going to click Sites. You can choose to put this on your funnel or on your core site. So we're going to come over here to the nail site and then decide where you want to put it. A specific place for each of your services, you're going to want to put an FAQ for each of those services. You wouldn't put an FAQ, the same FAQ on every single page. So for example, if we're talking about, let's do electrical, just looking for an example. And the electrical services are varied. Inspections, installation, new builds, remodels, things like that. Those are maybe 4 different pages. They can be, and you would put an FAQ on each of them very specific to inspections. How long does an inspection take? How much does it cost? Do I need to be home? Those kinds of things. Remodel. Are you going to need to tear out my sheetrock? My home was 20 years old, those kinds of things. Am I qualified? So you can put specific FAQs for each of those specific services. But for our purposes, we're going to keep on the nail salon, and we're going to put this FAQ on the home page. So let it load. And I'm not at home, so this is not my home internet. I'm hoping it loads so I can show you this. Let's see, do I have another one open? I don't see another one open. All right, let me refresh this. You might have to log in. So a really cool thing about this system is if you do get logged off, your IP address changes, things like that, it may log you out of the system, and then you have 2-factor verification, which keeps your information safe so people can't just log in using your password. Okay, this is not loading. This is what happens when you're live. Technology sometimes does not cooperate. So while we're waiting for this to initialize, let's go write some of these blogs. Or let's start with just having GPT generate me more frequently asked questions. So we're just going to prompt it. These are great. What are some other frequently asked questions for nail salons? All right, I'm going to go check on this again and see what it creates. And so now we have an FAQ, and some of these do not appear on the search here. That doesn't mean they're not searched, so definitely can use both resources to develop your FAQs. All right, so what is this? If you are using ChatGPT, the free version, you have a quota for GPT-4o, which is the most recent. If you have a paid version, your limit is much higher, but you can continue to use GPT. It's just going to use either the 3.5 or the 4.0, which is not the same as 4.0. So This is just a little reminder that you're out of your quote, your prompts. Not sure why I've not been in GPT much today, but that's okay. And so I'll go ahead and close this out. If we need to do more, it'll just be a different model. And I apologize, but okay, that's something new. So I'm refreshing my screen again, and that looks like I got kicked out, so I might have to re-log back in. I appreciate your patience. All right, so let's continue. Awesome. So again, this is a nail technician. So we're going to now write these blogs. Okay, so what am I doing? We're going to turn each of these FAQs into a blog article. So we're going to just let it run. I'd like to write a blog about each of these FAQs. Each blog should be 750 words. You can make this as long or short as you want. The recommendation is anywhere from 750 to 1250. That's about a 1, 2 minute, 3 minute read. So they're very short and quick. Write in a casual conversation style. So we're telling it how to present the information with a target audience of women and women in their mid-20s and 30s. And we'll see what it creates. All right, and then we'll go ahead and sign in while that's writing. Thank you for your patience. And it is writing all of my blogs for me. Here's number 3, and it's just going to keep going and going. And if it does not write all 10, then a little button down here is going to say continue generating, and then you would just tell it to keep going. It'll pick up where it left off. All right, so let's jump into our website now. So I'm navigating to sites, then websites, back to the nail salon, and opening the page. So let's jump into the FAQs. Most FAQs are at the bottom of the page. So as soon as it loads, we're going to scroll down to the very bottom and drop those FAQs right there. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so here's that button I mentioned, continue generating. So we're just going to tell it to keep going. All right, well, I will have to come and do another session on FAQs shortly and amend it to this video. I apologize for the internet here. Technology out of my control today. So we have all of our blogs. On a previous training, we did do blog writing and how to connect your blogs. So please check out those videos. And if we can support you in any way, please let us know. Click the link below to join us in open office hours immediately following our live today. And I just noticed that this stopped at 5. So we're going to say, or if you would read them, make sure that there's enough information. Let's pretend that we aren't happy with this one. So 2 things before we go. One is you can tell it, please continue writing the last 5, and it will. But let's say that we're not happy with this. It's too short. I want more information. So I'm going to tell it, let's look at number 5. I'm going to copy the title. And this is just, again, to focus the GPT very narrowly on what we're talking about. So I'm just telling it exactly which article we're talking about. and then Shift Enter. If you hold down Shift and hit Enter, it'll take you to the next line. It's not required, but it helps to organize my thoughts when I'm working with GPT. If I have a new topic, it's kind of like creating a paragraph. I want each paragraph to have more detail. Please elaborate on each paragraph. You could be more specific. You can tell it you want each paragraph to be 50 words, 100 words. You can say you want a step-by-step guide within each paragraph. You can tell it pretty much anything to rewrite it in a different style, in a different word choice, different tone. You can even tell it to write at a higher grade level or a lower grade level. You can put a lot of those details into your prompt, but for now, we're just going to tell it to elaborate and see what comes out. And there we go. So now we have a little bit longer, a little bit more detailed. So 750 was not enough words for this. And some of that's going to be trial and error. So you'll find exactly what you need. All right. So we're not going to be able to load today. So we are going to just go ahead and end it right here. I do apologize for technology. I will make a short video and append it to this one. And I'm going to be in the Zoom room in a few moments. I'm going to reset the Wi-Fi. And so hopefully when we get over there, we can jump into the FAQs and I'll show you all of that live. So thank you for joining. Click the link below and I will see you in the Zoom room shortly. Bye now.